Hey guys, here's the 2009 328 Cabriolet that we are talking about on the phone. Had a bit of downtime today because it's starting to rain in that, so I thought I'd shoot you a quick video of the vehicle. So usually I like to do this stuff outside, but yeah, it's raining, so I thought I'd kind of keep her under the cover here. So color combination is Alpine White on the cream beige Dakota leather interior. And this one is very well equipped, sport package as well as the premium package. It has the upgraded sound system. And this is our new hardtop convertible, so just kind of adds a little more practical element to the 3 Series Cabriolet. Great for year-round driving. You have a glass defrosted rear windshield. Yeah, and then also the hardtop convertibles are generally limited to two-door vehicles or two-seaters. So having this as a four-seater vehicle, but still having that hardtop is something a little bit more unique. Generally, they're just kind of roadsters. So they did have some updates, certainly within the packaging for the 2009s. The headlight assembly has these gorgeous glowing corona rings, and actually if press unlock and lock, you'll see them kind of zoom in and out. You can see those fade in. So actually when you come down to this level here, you get that gorgeous front look. Lock the vehicle, they'll fade out. Unlock the vehicle, they'll fade back in again. And actually, because of the intensity of those corona rings, that actually passes as your daytime running lights. So headlight washers down below, and these are bi-xenon headlights, so high beam and low beam are both xenon with your fog lights down below, and that does have fog light assist. So when you turn the vehicle's steering wheel, the headlights are going to turn left and right, 15 degrees to the right and 8 degrees to the left, and then also the fog light's going to illuminate, so you have an idea of what you're turning into. I'll show you the keys here actually. You have unlock here, lock, and then trunk release. They do have a little piece here that pulls out, and you can actually pull a whole key out. And it does have Bluetooth technology as well. So if I walk up to the car, I just simply push my finger right here, hold that down, so the doors are locked. And then if I want to unlock the door, put my hand right here, unlock, so I can hop in, and away I go. And I'll show you how the hardtop folds down here. So actually just by holding the unlock button, roll down the windows, you'll see that three-piece tiering there to that hardtop fold back in. And this trunk lid will open up, pop it right into the back, and it's 21 seconds to fold the top down. Folds back in, and top goes down around. So that is it there. And generally when you're looking at hardtop convertibles, they're usually designed by the manufacturers to either look good with the top down or with the top up. And this is a car that looks gorgeous both ways. Great lower shoulder line in the back rear quarter panels. They wanted to flatten that down. It's actually about I think it's 2 inches lower or 3 inches lower than the coupes are. So they wanted to keep that something a little bit different than the coupes, but still that classic BMW look to the car. And that cream beige Dakota leather interior really complements a summer type vehicle. This has the piano inlay trim as well. So just by holding the lock button here again, car will lock, back trunk will open up, and then you'll see that whole hardtop assembly come up over and above. 3 pieces close, and you'll have the one main plant in the center. These 2 trays above actually close and lock into position at the exact same time. And they, there you go, just like that. And then finally the windows will roll back up again. Part of the extra packaging on this one, we did include it with the navigation. So, getting into the vehicle here, you have folding mirrors left and right here. Mirror adjustment, and then a one-hit feature here that controls all the windows at one time. Sport seats that have the length extension in the front, so great. I'm not sure if you're a taller person or not, but that longer legs, you get a lot of support there, as well as width adjustment, and 3 air lumbar supports in the back, memory-coated seats, and that sport package really gives you that bolstered seating there. And it's the same operation on both sides, passenger and driver. Nothing's just limited to the driver on this one. So from the interior, you can see the knee support airbags down below, and this leather on the interior is sun reflective as well. can keep the interior leather, I think it's up to 15 or 16 degrees cooler, so it actually doesn't absorb it. It reflects the sun, so it doesn't absorb the heat as well. And this is your new controller for 2009 on the iDrive. So some one-hit features: CD, radio, menu, telephone, and navigation. And this has option just to move left and right. Moving it left and right, up and down, and then you can just press down to select option and back. And really this is going to be just conforming the car the way you want it to be reacting to you. After the first week, you really don't go into iDrive too much. So here's a look at the climate controls on each side. Air projection, that's all digital. And these programmable buttons here, 1 to 6, are not limited to just radio stations. These can be phone numbers, navigation instructions, maybe a satellite radio channel that you like to listen to. This can be an FM, this can be an AM. So they're all multi-use buttons. And when you're saying that the car has a navigation package, it's really a lot more than that. It shouldn't just be navigation, it should be like a multimedia package. This does have the internal hard drive as well. So you're able to put a CD in and you can actually store it into the vehicle. So I'll just show you how that menu works. So, CD, radio, telephone, navigation. Navigation instructions are really nice as well. Which I'm going to come back to that in a second actually. CD and multimedia, you select on that, you have your media storage over on the left hand side, so you can pop all your CDs in there. External devices, the car does have an iPod integration right into the vehicle with a USB port, so you can sync all of your songs that way. The radio menu, pull up all your AM channels there, FM channels, scroll through whatever you want, and then also radio. And because these one-hit features down here, 1 to 6, are all kind of multi-use buttons, they have one menu here called presets, and that allows you to store 40 of your favorite stations, AM, FM, and satellite radio. So when you're going into the radio menu, you wouldn't actually necessarily need to go through FM and AM and satellite radio. You just go into presets, and then 40 of your favorite channels between all three of these options here are all stored into presets. The telephone menu is for your Bluetooth cell phone connection, and that does sync with your address book on your phone as well. So when you're pushing the phone button, you can pull up all of your contacts just by tapping that one-hit feature right here, just with telephone. Take 2 seconds. I'll show you with these Bluetooth keys. You just have a start button. So I just put my foot on the brake, tap that, starts up the vehicle, and away I go. Part of the executive packaging this equipment this car has actually is park distance control. So the rear bumper does have intermittent beeping. So another thing with the navigation, when I put the car into reverse, you're going to see the back view of the vehicle there with hot and cold zones, as well as intermittent beeping. Just going to run the car outside here so I can show you the how that navigation system actually works. So you can see that we're getting closer to the objects behind, and you're hearing that beeping. Pop into park and back to the main menu. And the navigation is right here. Kind of a three-dimensional panoramic view from up above. You can also make this up to north and direction of travel too. So just like your regular navigation screens, but the perspective view is nice. You can be up above. Also has points of interest, as well as an interactive map view, which I can scroll onto that. Can change the actual scale to 200 kilometers. I can actually scroll through anywhere in Canada here. So say if I wanted to visit the eastern parts of Canada, I can scroll down into even Toronto. Scroll back in again. And the navigation mapping, I mean, they were one of the first ones with the system to go to an actual hard drive based navigation system. So you can see they've come a long way too. iDrive especially, really refined, really easy to use, and even when we're zooming in on the scale here, it's pretty impressive with the mapping and how easy it is. You can see there it's actually even pulling up the buildings and that, and this is all accurate architecture that you'll see in the Toronto area. So yeah. Anyhow, have a chance to kind of review this. If you can, get back to me and we'll call it a day for now. Talk to you soon.